are calling what happened yesterday and what's going on right now in crypto a bloodbath. But quite frankly, I know they haven't been in the markets very long. The reason why is because I've been on days where Bitcoin's down 20, 25%, and my entire portfolio goes down 50%. That's nowhere near what happened yesterday. Now, the markets are going to be rough for a few days. Remember last week, type 1, if you remember, last week I said that you're going to see a few days of rough waters, and then it's going to smooth out. Trump's going to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Well, those weren't my words. It's actually words from a prophet. I listen to lots of prophets, and I get a lot of cool information ahead of time. And that was Rosalind Solomon put out a little brief bit of information there. And so I had a cash position, and if everybody has been listening to me, you've been pulling profits, storing up cash. You'll always have a cash hoard. I can't stand it when somebody goes, I just lost $500. I'm like, well, you didn't lose it because you didn't sell it, and we'll buy more. I put all my $500 in. I'm like, well, then you're not that bright, and you're not going to be a success. What you're experiencing right now is a shakeout that big hedge funds, and you will see this in the news. We'll report on it later this week. I did a post on X. By the way, follow me there because there's a lot more up-to-date, very fast information on my page right there. It's free to go follow there. Because we're going to talk about this Sperax company, Speax, SPY, how it's up 11% when everything else has collapsed. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you why I invested. If it goes down anymore, I'm going to double my entire position. Because you're going to see why the fundamentals of a small market cap of a Silicon Valley company that's being quiet and doesn't want anyone to know about its project, it keeps grinding and working, how big it can get when all of a sudden someone shines a spotlight on it. So a lot of technical analysis or TA traders or day traders, they're looking at very small snippets of time. I know it sounds funny because you say a lot of them go, no, they pulled the chart way back and they're looking at historical trends. No, they're always focusing 80% of their life on these small little ticks because they want to make money right now. So they've got to figure out what's happening right now. And they very seldomly look back on history. And I guarantee you 99.9% of day traders could not tell me the evolution of a company and how it works from inception, the growth phase, to going public, to all of this stuff, right? They don't understand the business cycle. They couldn't tell you any of that. This is where truth and fundamentals trumps technical analysis. And you saw it last night. I talked about a coin that I put money into, I invested. I'm like, at this level, it's got a $46 million market cap as of when I bought it. I told everybody that was listening to me, do not run this thing up, let it come down. And not only did it come back down to where I bought, it came to a spot now where, and this is during a bloodbath, it's still up 11%. Well, it's because a lot of people are buying it now, a lot of new eyeballs. This is one of the reasons why I bought it, because it went through two previous pumps, one about 7 days prior, which was small, one good size back in December 1st, around that time. And there's a lot of people starting to figure out what this company is. And the company has been trying to stay quiet. They've just been grinding and building. As a matter of fact, in 2020, you could have bought this token for 2 cents, which is pretty much what it's at right now at the ICO price. And since then, they built out this incredible machine, this exchange, all this software. And so what you're seeing right now is people moving into something, they're getting new eyeballs on it, opening up new wallets, they're figuring out what this is, and the company is about to be forced, they don't want to do this, they're about to be forced into a new cycle because of the momentum. You're welcome, guys. And I don't know any of these people, but I've been looking at this project for just a little bit of time, and I went, okay, I see what's going on here, and this is going to be exciting. So if you guys own the ticker SPA, S-P-A, which is the token for Speax, put it down below for me. Check this out. We're going to go back in time, and I'm going to explain some fundamentals about this project. One of the top venture capital funds that invested in this company is Polychain Capital. It was founded in 2016 by Olaf Carlson-Wee, who was the first employee at Coinbase. Okay? It's a San Francisco-based venture capital firm and hedge fund specializing in blockchain technology and digital assets. I won't go into all of this, but I will say this. More recently, the firm has been focusing on extensive investments in emerging blockchain technologies around lending and staking, okay? This company does some really neat things. It does lending and staking. All right, that's one. That's pretty cool, right? Here is a story that came out around the time the ICO came out. Sperax is aiming to enable decentralized financial services. Fintech, DeFi, they are exploding, but they're not exploding in the way that you think. What I look for as a value investor is things that are being built, worked on, and the company doesn't want anyone to know about it. They're not out advertising, right? Well, the reason why that happens is because they know they have something legit. And this company is a Silicon Valley, San Francisco-based company. It's USA made. And they have not been out there running around with bullhorns and all these fancy advertisements and YouTubers out there pumping them. They're out there working. See, I'm an investor. I want to find value. And one of the things that you find value is when companies keep their mouths closed. Sad thing is, now they're going to know the ninja's out is investing. It says here, it says, while the global economy is being severely impacted, this is during Corona, right? Sperax, a Silicon-based blockchain company, is aiming to build a trusted infrastructure for decentralized economy that may provide far greater efficiency, flexibility, self-governance than the traditional economic model. You know, my thing is right now we're at a moment where you get to look at a project like this that ICO'd at 2 cents. They didn't have anything going, right? They're pre-revenue. They're now building and this machine working, and they've got it listed on all these exchanges, and they raised like $4 million in the beginning. And now you're able to come in and scoop it up at a market cap of around 57 million bucks. In my opinion, I believe you're going to see a 10x increase in the market cap over the next 6 to 8 months. The reason why I can say that, so I guess that would be a 10 bagger from today's prices. And I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm telling you, I put my money into it. And when I move in, look, I've been doing this since early 2017. When I told you all my stories about turning 10 million into a million, it wasn't because I just bought Bitcoin and held. I was out looking for value. I was looking for new cutting edge companies that were moving and doing something legit. I was mining crypto back then. I was staking. I was doing all this stuff. I was getting in with some of these companies as beta testers. It was great. I had a blast. I didn't have any friends in the arena back then that were into this. I had one friend, Dan. He's the one that actually talked me into becoming a YouTuber. He's like, you got to be a YouTuber. And I'm like, no, that's not for me, you know. But he goes, oh my gosh, all this stuff, you know. And he's the one that convinced me to do this. But back then I didn't know anybody in crypto. He owned crypto, but we were on totally different levels. Well, now I get to hang out with all kinds of cool people in the space, and they get it. And most investors aren't investors. They're speculators. You know, buy low, sell high. You're like, is that all you know? Is that all you get? And the sad thing is, like yesterday, a lot of them sell high, buy low again. Or, I mean, not sell high, but you know what I mean? They panic out and they lose their money. And you need to start thinking like an investor, thinking more broad. This little tidbit of information, this is out of 99 Bitcoins. And this is a little older too, but I'm trying to build the narrative of why I went into this so you can become a smarter investor. Yield optimization, this is in November, right? November of 2024. Yield optimization goes viral. Sperax crypto explodes, but what is Sperax? It said Sperax just rallied nearly 200% in 2 days. Now, this was back at the end of November, okay? So get that in your mind. It was lower than it is today. Sperax crypto is rallying nearly 200% in 2 days after the idea of a yield optimizer was floated. It says here, they just talk about price. I hate it when people, okay, so what is Sperax? While meme coins are dominant, and you've seen it in the news where Trump sold a meme coin and bought a bunch of real coins, right? How does everybody feel about their Trump coins? Hopefully nobody here has a Trump coin. I mean, if you wanted to waste 50 bucks, I guess, instead of going out to dinner, then that's on you. But my point being is that it means nothing. It does nothing, right? It says here, DeFi projects are drawing billions, pushing the valuation of Uniswap, Aave, PancakeSwap, and others higher. Amid this, Sperax, another DeFi protocol, is looking to differentiate itself from the crowd. With headquarters in New York, Sperax launched in 2020 with initial plans of a layer 1 blockchain, but it's not doing that. They're actually switching chains right now to go into a layer 2 for speed, efficiency, and cost. That's awesome. So just so you know, as they change their token over, if you're holding your stuff on a major crypto exchange, you don't have to do anything. The crypto exchange will take care of it for you. It says the stablecoin, like DAI, is yield bearing and lives on, I always pronounce it, Arbitrum, not the Ethereum mainnet. So when this switches over, it's going to be automatic if you have your stuff on an exchange. Holders received yield without staking or claiming. The yield is from collateral deployed on other DeFi projects, mostly Curve Finance. Think of them very simply as producing a liquidity pool. That's like the most basic thing I could say. Says here, over the coming years, the project plans to build a full stake ecosystem, which in USDs will be at the core. This project I am pretty excited about, and I'm going to start bringing more news as the news comes out. And you can find YouTubes with the CEO of the company talking about it and things like that. This is a real company with people not hiding behind the shadows. I've told you before, I don't like it when, you know, keyboard warriors are building projects and you don't know if they're real or not, because they won't even put their, even if you can get them to talk online, it's through all these VPNs and fancy trickery so you don't see their can't, catch their trail, and they won't show their face. All right. I want real companies building real things. This is a USA made, out of the Silicon Valley. They're based out of New York now, company that's going to do a lot. And now here's the thing. I'm still a trader in and out of most of these. My long-term hodl positions are XRP. What is it? I'm completely blanking out. Come on, everyone, help me with my other one. You guys know. If people are asking about Jasmine, yes, Jasmine is still awesome. This would be a great time to pick more up. And it's funny because I would never invest my money in a meme coin or a fluke, right? I'm looking at real projects, and I'm still taking profits and taking those and putting them into my long-term trade, not trades, but investments. And it's days like this where people are like, should I buy? I'm like, well, what did you do like 2 days ago? I bought at a higher price. Yeah, why? Well, I think it's going to go up. Well, you should tell me a lot more than that, or you're not that bright and you shouldn't be in crypto. Honestly, type 1, everyone, if you agree. If you can't give me a solid reason why something has value today and it should be more valuable tomorrow, you shouldn't invest in it. Type 1 if you agree with that. Type 2 if you're like, no, Ninja, I love putting my money into crap that I don't know anything about. I think it's awesome. And then I'm like, you're poor, aren't you? Well, I don't define poor as, not owning a car. Okay, I do. I mean, that's just it. And so anyway, over the next couple of weeks, this company is going to be forced into a media campaign. And the reason why, it's not because they want to, it's because they're going to have to go with the momentum. Because guess what? Type SPA if you own that token. If you've just recently bought it or you bought it for a long time. I was digging through social media all over the internet of people that have been owning this project for like a year and how bullish they are, and then how that's been increasing. And it sounds funny. That's one metric of how you can tell that something's going to be good, because people are hearing about it. Most people don't understand that. You remember watching the Super Bowl and you'd see an IBM commercial? Type yes or no if you've seen that. You remember, like, for years, you just see a commercial and it sort of didn't mean anything. It just said IBM in really big letters, right? IBM. Yes or no? Anyone seen those IBM commercials from past Super Bowls? Well, it's something that you don't realize? They're not trying to get you to buy an IBM. That doesn't even exist. You don't just go down to the store and go, I'm going to buy an IBM. You used to be able to. They want you to invest in their stock. And what's funny is this company, they ain't out running around with flashy ad campaigns and trying to get people to buy their coins. You want to know why? At that market cap, I know enough people that we could buy the entire market cap. That's what they want. If you want to be rich, you got to start thinking like a rich person. Oh, here, real quick. So this guy, let's do this. 4 TVs, calling me a pump and dumper. Let's say goodbye to TV. Ban him from the channel. Because if you think I'm a pump and dumper, I hate to tell you, everybody I know that's listening to my ideas and how you should be buying crypto and when you should be selling them, do me a favor. Have I made you money? Type 10. Type 10 if in the last couple months you've made money and learned something from my free advice. This idea is, hey, you know what? This thing may be going up because of this, this, and this. And then when it does, hey, make sure you pull some profits off. And then we're going to move the next one. See? So everyone say goodbye to TV, all the people that are making money. Cool thing is there's going to be more haters coming out of the woodwork, because haters are just whiners that don't have a life. They're keyboard warriors. They're too busy running out of keyboard ink. All right, with that being said, I can't wait to see what happens over the next couple weeks with this token. Hey, I'm not getting paid by the company, and I put my real money, and I'm going to be honest with you. I know a lot of people in the space that are just straight up fakes, and they got no real skin in the game. So I won't be taking profits in this for a while till I see it move. And if it goes down, I'll buy more. And guess what? All my other ones, you know what I'm doing today? I'm going on a shopping spree because I have a cash position. I think the markets are still going to get a little more down from here, to be honest with you. And so I'm waiting to deploy my cash. And if I'm wrong and it takes off and everything's great today in the markets, well, then I'm wrong and I still got a cash position. So what? Zero emotion. Remove the emotion from this and you're going to do very well. All right, with that being said, go check me out on X, because I'm slowly transitioning from YouTube over there. I don't need the ad revenue from YouTube. They want to hold me back. X is letting it fly free. We're going for it. With that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.